I'm really hoping that my signal is gonna hold strong. I tried to go live a couple times, got some bad weather. So, looks like we're steady. Okay, I really want to share a very ridiculous story experience that happened to me about how a turtle got me back on track energetically and frequency wise, and just give you like insights into like how I do the work behind the scenes and how magical our universe is and the world that you're creating is, and that you really are the creator of your own reality, all these good things. So let's talk about turtles, okay? Because this is going to be so good. And please let me know if you can, if you don't mind, if the signal is good. Like if you can see me, hear me, because it looked like it was sketchy there for a sec. So let me know if you can see me and hear me. I'm hoping my signal is okay and I can continue with this. I'll just wait for that because it's already kicked me off a couple times trying to go live. But I truly can't wait to talk to you about turtles. I know, right? The whole title of this like live transmission, this is fully a transmission, it's going to be so activating for you, is how a turtle got me back on track. But if you could just let me know first if you can see me and hear me. Okay, signal is good. Thank you so much, Know Thyself, Akasha. Okay, so the turtles came through for me, and this is not even an animal, like that is I wouldn't even consider this like my spirit animal or anything like that. But here's what happened. I'm going to break this down for you. So I joined this, shout out to Currency Academy. I joined this like mindset master membership kind of thing because I really believe in business that you need to, be 50% strategy, 50% mindset. You're going to hear a lot of things about how everybody's like, oh, mindset's 95%, strategy's only 5%. Or strategies, 80% and your mindset's only 20%. I just know that it's equal. It's completely equal. It's half and half. So whenever I invest in strategy, like say I invest in like a strategy mastermind, which is exactly what I did. I'm in a strategy mastermind right now. I also invest in something to do with mindset, frequency, energetics, okay? So that it's equal. That's what happened. So I invested in, for the mindset frequency vibe, I invested in something called Currency Academy. Shout out to Jamie C. I'll tag her in the description of this, who runs it. And the very first thing that we were supposed to do inside of this for an exercise around, manifestation exercise was to go on a scavenger hunt in your reality and choose something so freaking random that if you kept seeing it, you'd know it was working, because there's no way, right? Choose something super, super random to come into your reality every day, daily, every day, and just see if it worked, right? So really just remove the pressure around it being, you're not trying to call in $10 million. You're trying to call in some random thing. Like I chose turtles, obviously, because the title of this. So I decided, okay, turtles, because that's fun, right? I chose turtles because they're adorable and they represent, wisdom and safety and longevity and consistency. I don't know. I just thought it would be really funny if all of a sudden all of these turtles started flooding my reality, because I never see turtles. And I'm not in a season, I'm in winter season right now. There's no turtles anywhere. So I just thought, okay, universe, okay, I see you. Let's just see what happens if I choose this. So I chose turtles and they came through so hard. I started seeing turtles everywhere. I started seeing turtles in, I got this new coloring book because I'm really trying to get back into like nurturing my inner child. And it's amazing, by the way. I've shared some in my stories about some of the drawings that I've done and colorings. And it was in my coloring book. So that's the first thing. Like I call this in and then I go to Barnes and Noble, pick up this cool like anime coloring book thing. And I'm flipping through to choose one. And there's my first turtle. Then I saw a turtle on my phone. I was like searching through old photo albums of stuff. Popped in a little video of a turtle. I'm like, what? I don't remember that being there. Then obviously I started seeing it everywhere. Every time I get on Instagram, there's a turtle video. Multiple times. And then last night I was watching Netflix. I was watching Resident Alien. If anyone likes that show, it's fun. And there was a turtle moment. And I'm like, what? Like, this is so amazing. They're absolutely coming through for me. So here's the breakthrough that happened, because I already knew what I was trying to do. What do you think the breakthrough would be? if you just pick something super random like a turtle, just to see, like this energetic scavenger hunt, just let's see if we can call them in without a lot of effort, right? All I did was write down in my journal, I invite turtles into my reality. Oh, I said, you're invited to flood my reality. I can't wait to celebrate you. And then I let it go. So I'm not like over here doing some like magic spell on try to call turtles in. I just wrote it down in this book. And then they started flooding my reality. What kind of if that happened to you and you chose something random, what kind of a breakthrough could you have around that? Because I thought I knew what the breakthrough was going to be, and it was so much bigger. I thought, okay, if they start flooding my reality, that obviously just proves and confirms what I already know, that I am the creator of my own reality, and that my thoughts and my beliefs and the things that I focus on just get bigger, and I'm creating everything by what I focus on, right? Especially when you write something down. And I've realized that writing it down is key, because when you write something in your journal, you're pulling it down from the ethers and you're anchoring it into the physical. It becomes physical when it goes in here, right? Okay, so that was the breakthrough that I thought I was going to have. Just a confirmation of something I already know. But what was so much more than that was I realized that, so stay with me, this is going to be so activating, okay? Open up to receive this. I realize, and I encourage you to also do the scavenger hunt and write it in your journal. But anyway, receive this. The whole world is just an algorithm, okay, that shows you more of what you think about, and especially what you write down. So if the whole world is an algorithm and it's just mirroring your interests and your thoughts and beliefs, then you have to take responsibility 100% for that algorithm, including the shitty stuff. And that's where my breakthrough was. So I want to read to you what I wrote in my personal journal. Yes, thank you. I wrote down, if that's true about the algorithm, why do I keep creating illness and injury for myself, right? What the fuck is going on? Why would I do that to myself? Because I spent 10 weeks sick at the beginning of this year, like December, January, coming into February, 10 weeks of me not getting it. Then I just had a skiing accident. I love downhill skiing. And I just had a skiing accident where in one accident I ended up with mild, but not so mild when it came to the whiplash, concussion, whiplash, huge goose egg on my knee, and a sprained ankle, all in one crash, and then the 10 weeks of sickness. So I'm like, I wrote down, if that's true, right, and my entire reality is just an algorithm, and I need to start treating it and realizing that the 3D reality is truly a simulation. We've got to stop trying to get around it and just work with what we're in. If you're in a simulation, work with it, right? You know how an algorithm works. You see on your Instagram, if you spend extra seconds on if you're not just scrolling past something and you stop and you look at it, you're going to see 10,000 other ads for that exact same thing. So if our entire reality is an algorithm, why do I keep creating illness and injury for myself? If it's all coming from me, then what the hell? Right? So I finally figured it out. So here was my breakthrough, and I hope that this activation can lead to your own breakthrough. I've had this negative belief, or this limiting belief, it's not really negative, swirling around in my mind forever, where I believe that successful people have morning routines, okay? And because I believe this, the algorithm of my reality continues to show me examples of people with morning routines that are extremely successful and happy and have a lot of the main goals that I want, right? It's not just about money, it's about other things that I'm trying to call in as well. But my belief that the morning routine means a woman has her shit together is just creating proof. Whatever you believe, your world, your reality, your timeline, which is your own simulation algorithm, will just show you more proof, more proof, more proof, more proof. So every time I open my friggin' phone, there's videos of women getting up at like 3:25 a.m. and going to the gym, like Like, no, thank you. 6:25 a.m., whatever. They're up. They probably built a whole house, cleaned a whole house, food prepped for a month, went to the gym, have 5 kids, are also a millionaire. It's ridiculous when you believe something, how blatant the algorithm of your reality becomes. And I want you to notice that now. Because this is a way to find sneaky beliefs that maybe you don't even know that you have, is by looking at what your world continues to show you. Okay, so I had this belief that if I don't commit to this morning routine, I'm never going to have goal A, B, and C, because only people that do that have that. And it's not like I really realized that this was my limiting belief. It's just something that it's like a construct that I saw so many people have that I then put onto myself as being, it must be truth, right? But it's false. It's completely false. But because I've believed that, I keep seeing all this proof that it's true. All of these women, all these examples are just going to continue piling up. Whatever your limiting beliefs are, you're going to create proof of that. So if you believe money is hard to create, proof will come in of all these examples of money being super hard for you to create. If you believe that travel is only for the rich, you're going to create proof of that. Whatever your limiting belief is, your algorithm of a reality, of a timeline, is like happy to just continue to send you proof of that. And that's exactly what kept happening to me. My feed was filled with like ridiculousness. Like I should have realized how with how extreme these examples were, that 3:25 a.m. to get up and cook and go to the gym and take care of 5 children. That's silly. But I'm creating all of this though, right? I'm creating the proof because of the belief that I have and all the things. So what's worse is, not only did this limiting belief create more and more proof that solidifies that belief so deeply into my system that that's now all I can think or believe, but what's worse is I started to create reasons, because I don't like a morning routine. I don't work well in the morning, right? Some people are not thinkers in the morning. When the evening, like this time right now, when the evening rolls around, I feel energetic, I feel creative, I feel inspired, I'm ready to get down to work. I've been that way my whole life. So me trying to like stuff myself into this other construct or schedule or little limiting box of beliefs is ridiculous, but I didn't know that I was doing it. So here's what's so much worse. All of these illnesses and injuries that I keep experiencing that I told you about was me just creating something in my life to give me a valid reason to be able to rest in the morning, so that I didn't have to commit to a morning routine. Do you see how it's all connected? It's like if I believe that that's the only way for me to meet my goals, but my body truly, truly, truly does not run on that schedule, then I now have to create reasons, justification to get me out of doing something in order for me to not feel guilty about it. Otherwise, I'm feeling guilty and I'm shaming myself. If I was healthy and happy, then why the hell don't I have a morning routine? What's wrong with me? Why can't I be like so-and-so and so-and-so? And now I'm comparing myself to others, which is really friggin' toxic. So I've been sick so many times in the last few months. I had this crazy skiing accident. Oh, I've also been dealing with a back injury, right? Like I have to actually go have a surgical procedure next week because I've had this crazy back injury, skiing accident, 10 weeks of being ill. All of it just started getting so compounded and so obvious and so ridiculous so that I could see it. Your problems get bigger and they explode kind of in your face so that it makes you go, whoa, what is going on? Which is exactly what happened. Where I do this little exercise, the scavenger hunt, I find the turtles, they flood my reality, and then I go, wait a minute, little light bulb went off. Wait a minute. It really is just an algorithm, life. I really am creating every little moment. So why am I creating all these health problems, right? All of these health problems and injuries were these valid, solid reasons why I didn't have to do a morning routine so that I could skip it, right? And not feel guilty. Meanwhile, I probably still felt the guilt and the shame because I had this belief that that was the only way that I was really going to make, crack through to my next level or whatever. So unfortunately for me, because I had this belief structure deeply ingrained in my system from comparison and scrolling too much online, like not healthy. So I have these beliefs which are making me feel guilt and shame. And then I have to create excuses to get out of the thing that I don't want to do, like being unwell. And so now, not only do I not have my goals, not only do I have shame and guilt, but I now have all of these injuries and these accidents as well, that everything goes along together. So what the fuck? How is this serving me in any way? Like, wow. Like, no more. Thank you, turtles. My scavenger hunt, my algorithm scavenger hunt of these turtles changed everything for me, because it really clicked in that moment that, okay, I'm creating all the bullshit too. If I can create out of nowhere just by writing something silly in my journal, let me read you what I wrote again. I wrote, okay, turtles, you are officially invited to flood my reality. I can't wait to celebrate you. That's all I did. And they flooded my reality. Like I said, they came through in my coloring book, in my phone, on Instagram, on Netflix. It was every single day. I haven't had my turtle yet today, and I'm sure it's coming, because last night I was like, oh wait, I haven't seen a turtle yet. Turn on a show, there it was. Like, it's real. It's actually an algorithm, a reality. You can know that you are the creator of your own reality and still not fully buy into it until you do an exercise like this, and then you're like, I can't deny it. Like, I can't, it's so silly and obvious because what I chose was so random. So, okay. So then I decided, okay, because when I write things down, it makes it happen way more powerfully than when I just decide to think about it, right? Again, you're taking something from the ethers and you're anchoring it into the physical by writing it down into this physical reality. So then I'm like, okay, let me change up the script of my algorithm. And I wrote down, I choose right now to declare, as the master of my reality and the builder of this algorithm, that I choose not to have a morning routine because it, all caps, it doesn't make me happy. That's the only reason I need. Like, I don't need to create other reasons to get me out of something that I'm the only one that's creating the problem in the first place. I really hope this is all connecting for you. So I will no longer be available for injury or illness or any other permission slip to get out of the morning routine, because I don't need it anymore, because the only reason or the only permission slip that I need is it doesn't make me happy. It's not for me. Simple, right? So I want you to think about what programs you're running on right now that you think are going to be the doorway to your goals, to your dreams coming true. And it's probably not true. Like, what do you think it's going to take to be a millionaire? What do you think it's going to take to have that fit, healthy, sexy, strong body that you want? What do you think it's going to take to find your love, to buy your first home, to buy your dream car, to, have a breakthrough spiritually? Whatever you think, that is the programming you need to dismantle, because it's built on you comparing your algorithm to other people's and thinking that they're all supposed to look the same. Meanwhile, we're all these like little souls, like snowflake souls, right? So so I've really called in, like, my choice is set. I will stay in bed as late as I friggin' well please in the mornings. Morning routine be damned. Whatever feels luxurious to me is exactly when I will get up, and I will bask in that every morning. And I will lay there feeling luxurious and abundant and grateful, saying things like, thank you, thank you, thank you, that I got to build a life that fits my energetic needs, right? So the morning routine is now off the table, no longer even a glimmer in my reality. And I can now consciously remove it from my timeline. It doesn't exist. So you know what will happen now is my algorithm will shift, and I'll no longer see all of these reels of these people getting up at 3:25 a.m. and being ridiculous, because it's not in my reality. I choose for it not to even exist in my algorithm because I don't give it any attention. Like, if I don't look at it, your attention, your focus is like shining a flashlight on something. You know how like in a video game, since we're talking about algorithms, it's the same thing. This is your reality, by the way. All of this is real. It's crazy to think we're in a simulation. I know that that's hard because it's also still physical. I'm not saying your body's not real. I'm saying simulations don't have to just be digital. It's all just about frequency. So you know how in a video game, when the landscape and the background characters are all kind of like frozen or pixelated or maybe don't even exist, and then when you walk up to the background character, all of a sudden it comes to life and starts talking to you. That's like your algorithm reality too. Like whatever you shine your flashlight on, your attention on, all of a sudden comes to life. And what you just don't want to be alive in your reality anymore, just take your flashlight off of it. So I take my flashlight off the whole morning routine bullshit. It's off the table. It's not even a glimmer in my reality. I won't even acknowledge its existence in anyone else's reality either because I'm not here for it. What does exist, however, the things that I choose to focus on is on all these incredible goals that I thought I could only reach with the friggin' morning routine, right? Like being strong and healthy and fit, being that millionaire, having a family, like all these things that I thought, oh, well, until I get my shit together, all that won't even happen for me. What? Like, I absolutely can call it into my reality now. Collapsing time in my business, having this, strong body, having a beautiful, healthy family. Those experiences can be mine now, right now, on the algorithm where there's no blocks to it. And there's no, you have to do this first before that can come true. That's a program, right? Oh, we have a comment here. Haha, I love this for you. I remember you're not a morning person. Yeah, girl. I am though. So when I waste my mornings, the guilt is real. Yeah, I'm just like definitely an evening, nighttime. I'm like, yeah, I just come alive, right? So, and I still want to say that I really invite the turtles to keep on coming because I just think it's so fun. So I just want you to pick something. And again, I'm going to tag Jamie C in the thing because all of this, I'm not taking any, what's the word? I'm not taking, haven't taken my ashwagandha today. What's the word I'm trying to think of? I don't want to take credit. I don't want to take credit for the idea because this was, sorry, that's Orion barking. Orion, come here. Come here. So this was inside of a manifestation / mindset membership, which is an amazing combo, by the way, called Currency Academy by Jamie C. Official Humaltec. So just like the very first exercise was literally this scavenger hunt, which brought me this huge, huge breakthrough. It's a barking turtle. It's a barking Saluki. So the very first experience I had with this membership has just been so powerful. And, I know all the mindset tricks. I know all the manifestation. I get it, but I didn't know the level of breakthrough that I was about to have. And I'm so grateful that I trusted my soul nudge and signed up for that thing. Because I was like, I don't need another mindset. You know what I mean? Like I've done a lot of mindset work. I had like a incredible mindset coach, subconscious kind of mindset coach for years who really shifted me. And I was like, I don't need, but there was something in there, this soul nudge that I was getting. You know what? Balance your strategy. You're in a strategy mastermind. You get the best personal growth and business growth because it's all connected when you balance. If I'm going to sign up for something strategic, I need to balance that out over here with something to do with frequency, mindset, manifestation, the energetics and strategy, balance that out. Shout out to the Starseed Business Academy though, which has both, because I'm not about to give you half the picture. So if you are you're an entrepreneur, online entrepreneur, and you're really looking for a place that's going to give you the strategy, multiple module after modules of training and strategy, plus the mindset and the energetics, then I'm your girl. So Starseed Business Academy is the whole pie. And is that all I want to say? I mean, like, just how fun is this? Like, I'm just so happy about this. I just feel so lighthearted about this huge breakthrough that could have been heavy. I could have made myself feel bad. I could have been like, oh my God, like, you've been sick, since December and all these injuries and all, and instead it's just hilarious to me because I can see through it now. I can see through the illusion of it. And now I'm on the hunt. What else? Like, what else can the turtles show me? Or maybe it needs to be something else, but like, what else am I buying? What other programming within me am I running on? Because we're all running on these programs, these 3D programs. And I got to say, social media makes it so much worse. Because you don't know, but as you're scrolling, there's subconscious beliefs being created about what you're seeing. Oh, all guys are assholes, or all girls are vapid, like only care about surface. Like, I don't know, like whatever it is that you're creating as you're scrolling is programming. And we have to really make sure that we go in and we clean this up, or look how off track you can get. Even when you consider yourself a spiritual connected person to spirit, it still affects you. Everyone is affected by 3D programming. And so this is an example of me dismantling a program that was really wreaking havoc on my life. Like, what was going to happen next? I just had literally illness after injury after illness after injury. Like, what the fuck, right? And then I'm like, hold on, it's all an algorithm. Why am I creating that? How is it serving me? That's what you could ask yourself. Negative situation in your life happens. Stop being a victim, take responsibility, and say, wait, how did this serve something for me? Did it keep me in my comfort zone? And my nervous system's like, whoa, you're getting too successful. Let me just take it down a notch so that I can feel comfortable. Figure out where the negativity or where the bad news or the bad luck or whatever it is, how is it serving you? Because however it's serving you is what you're going to cling to, and you're not going to be able to shift it. Right? So, okay. Is that all I wanted to share? Yeah, you know what? I have another update, but I want to share it in a different post so it doesn't get lost here. But I just made a huge badass boss decision in my business. That was such a friggin' power move. And I can't wait to share that too, but let's not mix up the turtles with anything else. So thank you so much for listening. I love you all. If anyone here is interested in Starseed Business Academy, it's open for new people right now. We've got the mindset, we've got the strategy, we've got the energetics, we've got everything you need, okay, to thrive. So come on into my DMs if you have questions about that, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.